Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Booth in Japan. In today's episode, I'm going to talk a little bit more about myself, where I come from, what I do here in Tokyo, and give you a little sneak peek into a Japanese style house. So to start off with, I'm originally from South Africa, more specifically the hipster capital of South Africa, Cape Town. Now, considering that I couldn't grow a killer beard or have fantastic chest hair, I decided to work and live elsewhere, and I decided on Japan. Now, there are a number of reasons why I chose Japan, most of which is the delicious food, the fact that it's a great place to travel, and also the history and the culture of the place is really interesting. So I applied for a job at an Ikaiwa, or an English conversation school, where basically instead of focusing on grammar of English, you're teaching people conversational English. It's actually slightly more difficult than it sounds, but it's really good work if you can get it. So I managed to land a job in the heart of Tokyo, right next to Tokyo Station. But considering rent in Tokyo is really high, I decided to live slightly outside the center of Tokyo, and I live in an area called Saitama. And now Saitama is actually above the Tokyo prefecture, although it is a part of the greater Tokyo metropolitan area. But luckily, I live on the border of Tokyo and Saitama. So it means that I only have a 40-minute train ride to get to work. And considering that the average commute in Tokyo is an hour and a half, 40 minutes really isn't that bad. So that's a little bit more about me. So now let me take you on a tour of my Japanese style house. Come with me. So now here we come to the front of the house, the post box and our two doors. For some reason we have two doors. But luckily there's no key, so you just have a keypad where you type in to get in. So let me type that in. Of course you're not allowed to see this. And then we come into the Genkan. The Genkan is where you take off your shoes. It's the entryway to the house, because in Japan it's considered polite to take off your shoes. So here we have a cupboard that everyone can put their shoes into. Now I must explain, I live in a share house, so that means, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a house that you share with other people, mainly foreigners, other foreigners, and local Japanese people. So of course, because it's a share house, there are areas we're not allowed into. But let's move on to the room where the magic happens. That's right, the toilet. So in Japan, they keep the toilet separate from the shower and the other facilities. But there is one nifty little thing here that I like, is this little sink above the toilet. So when you go to the bathroom and you need to flush, you can flush big or flush small. So let's flush small. And water comes out the sink before filling up the tank, and you can wash your hands after going to the bathroom. So it saves space, it's eco-friendly, and I don't understand why they don't do this anywhere else in the world. Let's move on. So here are three rooms, and next we come to the actual bathroom with the sink, a fire extinguisher, some booties, and a place for a washing machine. And then the shower and bath that are in the same room. So what I like about this room is, first of all, yes, the bath might be a bit small, but it is quite deep, so it's nice to sit in. But the great thing about this room is this little control pad here. So this control pad, first of all, you can change the temperature. You can set it to however hot or cold you like. Then there are other options. Now, of course, I don't know all of them because they are in Japanese, is one of the problems. But basically, there are controls for the bath. So you can set the temperature. You can set a constant temperature so that the bath water never gets cold, or you could set an alarm so that if you set it for 6 p.m, the bath will be full and ready at 6 p.m. So everything is just completely functional from this little pad. But if you don't want to take a bath, there is this nice little shower head that you can use while sitting or while standing. And now, because in Japan they often share bath water together, this feature is needed so that people can clean themselves before they actually get into the bath. So there is even a little stool here if you want to sit down and wash yourself, and a little tap for your feet. So that's quite clever. And as we come out, there's another control pad that also controls the bathroom, the shower, temperature, and the bath. But let's look at one of these rooms. So this is actually my room, room 1A. And of course I also have a little keypad for myself on how to get into my room, but I left this one unlocked. So here we have my room. It's quite a cozy little room. It has tatami mats on the floor, so it's very traditional Japanese. And I have quite big cupboards and quite a lot of cupboard space, which is quite nice. Of course, a desk and a single bed. And I also have a nice little bookshelf where I have my own kettle. And here what's nice, it's also very traditionally Japanese, is this rice paper windows. So you can slide them shut and then nobody can see in. It's really very clever. Of course they have this little curtain, the window, and this mosquito net. And of course one of the great things, and I wouldn't have survived summer without it, is the air conditioner. And the nice thing is that it also comes with a remote. So of course understanding it is really difficult because it's all in Japanese. So all that I know is up, down, well, other way around, and the off button. But there are lots of different settings, and apparently you can set it for winter when winter time comes. Okay, well, that's it for this room. Let's go explore the rest of the house. Okay, so of course we have a second floor here. We can go up. And there are some rooms down this way. And another bathroom over here with a washing machine. And then we come to the lounge and kitchen. So it's quite a nice little kitchen. It's a bit small, not much counter space, but it's got everything you need. So it comes with a pretty large sink, nice little gas stove. Of course we can't use the oven, which is a pity, but also comes with this little fish griller, which is really nice. And on this side we have a microwave, which, like all appliances in Japan, are in Japanese. So all that I know is on and off. We then also have a little toaster oven, so you can toast things in. Most houses in Japan also can come with a rice cooker. It's very popular. It's nice because it's automatic. Kettle and a juicer here. Because this is a share house for 7 people, we also have 2 fridges, so enough space for everyone. And of course here we have our dining room table. And next to that we have the rubbish. So yes, it might not seem like an amazing fact to share, but here they have 3 types of trash. They have your burnables, non-burnables, and your recyclables. And each is taken out on a different day. And what's nice is there's even little pictures that show you what should go into each of the bins. You can open it up, and there you go. So that's really clever. And so here's the rest of the lounge. So we have a nice little couch here for us, these low tables, and a nice TV. But the problem is that all the channels are in Japanese, so of course I don't understand anything. We have a nice big window here. And the nice thing here is that we have a balcony. If you come out, it's a small balcony, but it's nice, and you can hang up your clothes if you need to. It overlooks another complex of flats where there's a Chinese mother who likes to yell at her children. So yes, so this is the lounge. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed taking a look around my house. And that brings us to the end of today's episode. But now that I have a new camera and a new computer, these videos will be coming to you more regularly and with higher quality. So stay tuned for next episode for a new segment I like to call Midnight Snacks with Booth, where I will be trying out different snacks from Japan that are incredibly delicious but incredibly different from those in South Africa. So stay tuned and see you next time.